Hi everyone, I'm back, and this time I'm in my hometown of Killarney. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to have a little walk around the town. I wanted to show you around Killarney by night. Now, I can't imagine how I'm going to be received around here. I will know a few people along the way. They won't be used to YouTubers, so this is kind of a social experiment for me as well. So bear with me, anything can happen. But I just wanted to show you the atmosphere in this lively town and this amazing weekend in Killarney. It's a holiday weekend, so everybody's off for 4 days and the place is packed with tourists. And I'm standing here right in front of the local Methodist church in the area, and I'm going to take you around, and I just wanted to show you my hometown and where I come from. So stay tuned, you guys. This could get very interesting. Ladies and gents, don't forget to stay tuned to the end of the video for a very special musical performance from my very talented friends, Sam and Ina, in one of Killarney's famous Irish traditional pubs. So we're going to have a little walk around. I just want to show you one of the local hotels in the area. This is the beautiful Killarney Avenue Hotel. Now, Killarney is second to Dublin for the amount of people they can house. It's the second largest tourist destination in Ireland. And where we are right now, we're coming around by our local cinema, and of course the standard 4-star pizza that is everywhere in Killarney. But I just wanted to show you, because we're still in the outdoor dining phase here in Ireland. You are allowed to eat indoors now, but you have to have your double vaccination. But technically the bars are closed at 11 o'clock sharp, so most people tend to come out that little bit earlier, and then they stay out all day having a good few drinks. Now, there is a beautiful international hotel, and look at the floral display. Behind it is the local Protestant Church in Killarney, but this is the immediate area. Now, this is literally like 10 minutes from my house. Now, you will have seen the Jarvies, or the jaunting cars, in my other videos on Killarney. So all of those jaunting cars are usually situated in this alcove area. Hi guys, I wanted to say hello on the camera. Say hello. So they're enjoying their pizza, the little ones? Yeah. So I'm going to take you around. I'll tell you later, I promise. So we're going to head up here by the Killarney Towers Hotel. Now, this is another very centrally located hotel in Killarney. So it's all bars and restaurants at the moment. Now, this beautiful part of town, I'm going to take you up towards the Great Southern Hotel. And this is our local cinema, you guys. Now, we are building a new one, actually. We're getting very advanced. We're getting an IMAX theatre in Killarney, so that's super exciting. Now, this part of town is, well, usually quite quiet. Now, we're going to head down the main street and College Street. Now, Killarney only comprises of about 4 main streets, but the majority of businesses here centre around the tourism industry, because hundreds of thousands of tourists ordinarily would come here. I suppose if you're going to compare Killarney to anywhere in the UK, it's a little like the Lake District. You will already see some amazing views and videos that I will be showing you. Now, this is a beautiful 5-star hotel. I mean, I would go as far as to say it's near the 7 stars. Is the Killarney Park, and it won the National Hotel of Ireland, I believe, last year. It is stunningly beautiful in there. Some amazing family suites in there as well, and a beautiful leisure centre, a massage centre. I believe that's kind of the favourite of celebrities when they come to town for Killarney locals, for Killarney celebrities. But also one of the very big 5-star hotels in Killarney is the Europe Hotel and the Dunloe Castle. So the place facilitates tourism, essentially. So you'll see a lot of amazing restaurants, bars, cafes, hotels, Airbnbs, bed and breakfast, but all in that beautiful, quaint Irish village, welcoming village style. We're very fortunate here. We've won the Tidy Towns competition, which is a competition all over Ireland, for something I believe maybe 4 or 5 times. So that's a great honour. So we take great pride as Killarney people in our town centre, and the floral displays and the cleanliness of the area. Those kids came chasing after me to find out the YouTube channel. They think they're going to be YouTube stars now. So just down the back of this area is our local Sports Direct. There's Peter Marks hairdressers. The Scots Hotel has an amazing backyard, but we're going to come around that area again, so I don't want you to lose miss out on anything. Now here's one of our arts and cultural centres in Killarney, looking really pretty too, might I add. Here's Onham. We could head into the fun fair. Now this is the annual fun fair that comes every year in July and August. I mean, this is such an amazing nostalgic trip for me, because as a guide in London, it's very difficult to get home in July due to London being so busy. But a couple of family occasions were taking place. We have a christening of our little baby Matilda tomorrow, so it was lovely to come home at this time. Now this is relatively new to me, you guys. I'm sorry. It's of a Franciscan Friar, and I do apologize, but I feel like I should know who this is, but I will research it, of course. I'm thinking the Franciscan Friars have been in Killarney since 1448, and the Abbey, Muckross Abbey, I will be visiting as well. The ruins of the Abbey was their original location, but the Franciscan Friars themselves are still here in Killarney. We have a beautiful church that we'll be approaching in a moment, but we're coming to that. That's our Franciscan Friary Church, which has stood here since 1867, I believe, on this grounds, and it is stunningly beautiful inside. Now here's the fun fair, and the kids love this, and we loved it as teenagers as well. The dodgems and the waltzers and the bumper cars, and we might have a walk through in a minute. But what I really wanted you to see how pretty the town is itself. Now, one of the most beautiful hotels here as well, and it's worth mentioning, of course, is the Great Southern Hotel. So you'll see a familiar theme here. We are inundated at this time of the year usually with tourists from all over the world. However, there's a lot of local tourism at the moment. Having said that, I've heard a few American voices around here, and it's great to hear your voices, you guys. Welcome back. So international travel is opening up. Definitely a few tourists in Killarney at the moment. But let me just show you this. This is where the local train station is. So this is where you land, Killarney train station. And this is the beautiful Great Southern Hotel. Now look at the amazing entrance there. Again, with wonderful leisure facilities in there as well. But that is just too beautiful. And the train station literally is down the end of the street here. So this would be your first view of Killarney if you came from the train station. So we're going to head now in the direction of the Franciscan Friary, and this will take us down the main street, one of the main streets. We're going to head down College Street. That'll take us into Plunkett Street. Now everything is outdoor dining at the moment, so it really does feel, has that fabulous outdoor kind of European feel. So there will be a really good atmosphere. Should be quite lively. We are notorious for a few drinks, but more so on a Saturday night on a bank holiday in Killarney, so it's a lot of fun. So here is the beautiful Franciscan Friary, and as mentioned, they're here since the 19th century. I, quite ironically, was a member of the Franciscan choir in my very young days of 12 and 13. I know it was Brother Francis. He was wonderful. There was a lot of friends of mine. We were all in the same choir, Deirdre Casey, etc. And we all got up on the altar every Christmas Eve in our lovely red dresses with our new hair plaited, singing friars for Christmas. Singing hymns, of course, beautiful hymns for Christmas. And this is where we're headed next. There's somebody that knew me. I have no idea. Do you know, I find it quite difficult to look inside cars. I never know. My eyesight is quite bad anyway, but look at this amazing. Now, we did mention briefly about the deer in Killarney. There's over 850 native Irish red deer and there was an import then of Japanese sika deer. So it says here, the monument of the two stags represents the wild deer of Ireland. The red deer in the Killarney area, the last of the native red deer in the wild. Their lineage is traced back over 5,000 years. A protected species under the Wildlife Act, they are part of our national heritage. So this gentleman is pulling at their antlers there, but I mean, they've become quite socialized, and they tend to come down, but they're amazing in the national park as you get to see them everywhere in the national park. But just another glimpse of the Friary there, ladies and gents. And this is our local street heading down to College Street. Now it's great to see the Irish flag. This is our local courthouse, by the way, where you can attend court cases. Some of the public will head in that direction. Now, Killarney is the Gaelic for Killarney, and it means Church of the Slows. Traditionally always been some form of tourism. Well, tourism really skyrocketed after the visit of Queen Victoria in 1861. I touched on that briefly. She spent 3 nights in Killarney, 1 night in Mucker's house and another 2 nights, I believe, in Knockreer House at the time. And it was a very big deal for people of Ireland to have a visiting monarch. Another one of our beautiful hotels here is the Royal Hotel. Now this is where it could get a little dangerous for me because I'm coming down into my local pub territory here. I'm bound to know a few people around here. And one of my local pubs that I grew up in, literally, as a young teenage girl and when I was in my 20s, is coming up very shortly, is the fabulous Fáilte, owned by the Callahans. Paddy actually is one of the owners, one of the brothers of the Callahans. He met me recently. He said, "Should we practically reared you, Sinead?" Which is really not fair because I didn't spend that much time in it. So there's the bazaar again. Now I want you to see, so now you're going to get some real feel. So this is Jimmy O'Brien's bar. You can get it, that's a real big sports bar. And a Gaelic bar, the GAA bar. And of course our local team is Kerry. And you will see the Kerry jersey featured in other of my videos. I'm getting away with this right now. People are looking at me, but it's okay. I think because I've been gone so long, there isn't an awful lot know me anymore. It's all very young people here today and a lot of people who aren't local. Now the Buckley's bar across the way and the Arbutus has a very famous resident, a young actress by the name of Jessie Buckley, who's making massive strides. She's our famous Killarney resident. She was starred in Chernobyl alongside, and she's also in the new series with Tom Hardy, but she's a wonderful actress and singer. Check her out, Jessie Buckley. We will put a link into some of her movies as well. Okay. Now the Shire is up here. Takes its name from the Lord of the Rings franchise, another very popular outdoor dining area. And one of our other famous residents, folks, from the area is the Hollywood star Michael Fassbender. Is from Killarney Town too. And very proud of that. We all remember Michael from years ago. Obviously he has been in the X-Men franchise. He worked a lot with Steve McQueen in the amazing movie Hunger. And did another one with Kerry Mulligan, but several movies you'll see him in. And he met his wife actually in the movie in The Light Between Two Oceans, I believe it is. He's married to Alicia Vikander, and she is another famous, beautiful Swedish actress. There's Murphy's Bar. These are all the outdoor dining at the moment. Now this could get a bit terrifying up here. This is a bit terrifying up here. Everybody wants to be on YouTube, you guys. I think the young are actually kind of copping on, but they're quite reserved right now. It'll be very wild around here later. So there's the beautiful Scots Hotel. Now this is typical bank holiday weekend in Killarney, County Kerry. And it's great for me because I'm here in July. So this is the Fáilte. We have the local Indian restaurant, the Bombay Palace, Cronin's restaurant, and here is the outdoor dining area for both. And here's the Fáilte, one of my favorite places in the world in Killarney. And great memories in there. And love the family in there too. Hi to the Callahans. If I see any of them, we'll say hello. How are you, boys and girls? You want to say hello? They're having a good time. Everyone's having a good time. So, okay, so pretty reserved at the moment. I'm doing okay. It's not getting too wild yet. Let's see. They have some more outdoor seating area there for the Falter in the back. Now, over here, it's one of the nightclubs in Killarney. And that is not trading at the moment. This is McSorley's. And then, of course, you have your bedding shops in Killarney. There's Ladbrokes now. Dan Lenihan's, another institution in Killarney, been there for years and years and years. So all of these are family-run businesses in the area. And they're going to head, oh, they're all sitting on the beer kegs down the lane there. So there's no shortage of people around. And we haven't even got to the main street yet. Wait till you see the main street. So hopefully there'll be a bit of music down there. There's the Killarney Towers. That's where my leisure centre is. When I come home, I always swim in there. Very popular as well with group tours in America. American tourists arrive with CIE and Brendan Tours, and I worked with all of them in Mucker's house over the years. Now let's cross the road here. Now they have pedestrianised the road down here, so that's great for us. All the traffic is going in here to the car park. Now, I really didn't think people would realise what I was doing, but I'm tending to find quite a few that know about YouTube. So, another massive area of dining. You can see it's super busy in town. That's Scruffy's Pub. And right beside it is Lana. It's kind of street fusion Asian food. I think it's Thai and Chinese fusion. But this is prime real estate at the moment, these outdoor dining seats. And we're going to get down into the music part of town. It's a very typical Irish town. Oh wow, we have buskers now. So now we're pedestrianised down here. So let's have a look around here. So I'll leave the music for a minute so you can soak up the atmosphere. You don't need my commentary here. This is Plunkett Street, and we're walking straight down it. We got the Porter House. Do you want to say hello there? Hello. Are you having a good night? All the way from Kerry. Now we have all these people out having the time of their lives. I'm getting away with this. I'm not going to know many people at the moment. So we just see here. I love you. Oh no. You might hear a bit of swearing. I love you. This is Courtney's, that's my favourite bar. Actually, I met one of the people who were filming in the Strawberry Tree, actually, in 1996. So another outdoor dining. Now this is the Porter House. They do amazing food and Guinness and burgers. Now this is a queue to get in there for food. So that'll tell you how busy Killarney actually is, you guys, at the moment. So we're going to head down here. This is a very famous GAA sports bar. This is the Tatler Jack. I mean, every Kerry game, Dr. Croak's game, Liverpool game, all sports are available in the Tatler, another Killarney institution. Now the main street is coming up, which is pedestrianised as well. Now here we go, we cannot mention some donuts. Look at these Celtic donuts. A lot of these shops are new to me, you guys, so please forgive me if I'm not fully aware. We have Giovanni. Now you have a wonderful craft store here, which is beautiful Christie's gift store. The all Irish handmade gifts, like beautiful jewellery, clothing, weaving, iron sweaters. Quills are very famous for them as well. We have another busker here. So this is the Flesk restaurant. This is my former uncle's restaurant in Killarney, and it's looking pretty outside. It's temporarily turned into a bar at the moment, I believe. So we have another busker. That's fabulous. I don't know if you can hear that, you guys, can you? So this is the actual main street. So it's still reasonably quiet, so it's a good time for me to come. Later on it's going to be a lot busier, and rowdier. There's Killarney Hair Studio and O'Shea's and my mum's hairdressers. And Stuart in London. Sorry, Stuart, when you're watching. It's a craft stall. Come over in. I just want to show. Can I video? Is it all right, darling, if I video? How are you? Oh, yeah. Just want to show you some of the fabulous hand leather goods. This chap here has been here for over 30 years, and he's been selling goods at the Market Cross here in Killarney. So amazing homemade and handmade gifts, right? You used to wear your jewellery, darling, your silver jewellery. All locked in here. Okay, let me just show you here. So these are some of the stalls. I'll tell you what I'm up to very shortly. YouTube. I'll tell you soon. I'll be back. See you soon. So this is it. Now this is a stunning business as well inside here in Reedy's. They converted an old Irish grocery store and sweet shop into one of the most amazing bars and restaurants. And when you walk in, it's modelled on an old style Irish store, and even the sweet shop they kept in their original state. But now you walk through and there's about 10 or 15 different alcoves through there, and it's absolutely spectacular. They make the best cocktails. They've got amazing food. So definitely a must on your list when you're in town as well. Niamh and the lads did an amazing job, and they're the Sheehans. So that's the local Reedy's. Now this chap is doing a little bit of busking here as well. Not sure how good or bad he is, but alas, everybody tries to make a living. Okay, I don't want to laugh, it's not fair. Okay, you guys, so it's right. I'm going to go up here because there's still a lovely place up here. This is cousins of mine as well own this stunning establishment here. And apparently they've opened up in a massive new area around the back, and that's called the Laurels. Con and Anne, and of course my cousins that run it. That's their establishment for years, and it's beautiful in there too. But apparently they've converted the entire lane down the back. Now I may get to go in there in the next few days and have a little film inside, but I just wanted to show you how pretty it is as well. Now we're going up the high street, and of course you can't come to Ireland without having amazing fish and chips, and Quinlan's is notorious for its fish and chips. Now Quills Woollen Market as well, another local family selling the most amazing sweaters and Irish goods and hand-woven scarves. So just for your very traditional Irish gift store. And you'll see, I'll move back here so you'll get a better look. Isn't it beautiful? Aran Islands knitwear established. Ooh! 1938. I deserve that. I stood out in the road. I'd get away with that in London. I won't get away with it here, you guys. How cheeky I was. I didn't see the car coming, actually. Oh my God, yeah, because you're so used to it being pedestrianised. There's a couple of the businesses here, the vape stores. There's Quills again. Quills Woollen Market. Now let's head just a little bit up High Street, and I'll show you around some very famous places as well. I mean, the thing about Killarney is it's so local. We all know each other. Usually, at the moment, it feels like it's all people on the streets that are tourists or visitors from outside of town. So I haven't met too many, but probably if we head up this way. So there's a good atmosphere here now. I'm definitely not going up there. That looks pretty rowdy up there. And this is known as the Old Milk Market. So that's Teddy Connors as well. He runs an amazing Gap of Dunlow tour too. We're also going to feature Darrow's tours. He wasn't beeping at me this time, thank God. He was picking someone up. And this is the outside of Yeah, I want to talk to you about Darrow's very shortly as well. They do amazing trips to Dingle and the Ring of Kerry. Now this one is beautiful too, Cow. Darrow's is an established travel company here in Killarney, and Catherine will help you with any inquiries you have, trips out of town, Ring of Kerry, which is the world famous Ring of Kerry trip. And that's about 112 miles, and it covers all on the on the coastal towns of Kerry, in fact. People cycle it. Now there's Trevards as well. Now just want to walk up the top of the town very briefly. So any booking requirements you have for out-of-town tours, etc., I would definitely contact Darrow's Tours in Killarney. And here's the Speakeasy. Another fantastic local haunt. My Uncle Willie. How are you? Having a good night? Having a good night? Good. So they're all out because their horse racing was big today. Galway Racing Festival was on, and the Goodwood Racing Festival. So there's a lot of people enjoy the Galway races, either in Galway or around the local towns and villages. The boys are all enjoying themselves. So here's Toba. Another lovely, lovely place to eat in Killarney, and the famous Sportsman's Pub that's been here for years. Now, probably one of the best steakhouses in Killarney as well is the fabulous Foley's restaurant. And I've heard of several famous people that have eaten in there. John Malkovich. A very big regular is Michael Flatley of Riverdance and Lord of the Dance fame. But over the years, several celebrities, but stunningly beautiful. They cure their own meats. Beautiful restaurant in Killarney, and again, family run. Fabulous family, the Hartnetts, and good friends of mine. So I wanted to backtrack a little bit and bring you up the old milk market here, and just take you up the top where there's a lot more fabulous businesses along the way. So that's outside Teddy Connor's, a very famous pub as well. But there's a great atmosphere in this area, all around. And we will take you, at least everyone's being friendly. So we're going to go up here, and some other great businesses. The Curious Cat is up here. You can get a great glass of wine and a bite to eat. So all the outdoor dining has literally replaced everything else. Now I'm going to go through and hope people aren't going to object to me filming, and I'm sure they won't, but it does make you quite obvious to people. But you can just see how many people are actually around and how busy it actually is. So this is a little Lily, great little business. And I'll have some tapas, so you get some great tapas and wine and champagne in here. And there's a great little Mexican restaurant. Hi guys. Everyone wants to say hello at the moment. He didn't do that. They're being quite polite though. I expected people to be a bit ruder. So this is new to me. It's called Secret. I don't know this establishment, but it looks amazing. I'll be coming back here. So just how it changes so quickly, Killarney. And that'll take us back out again to this other amazing restaurant. This is called Uptown. This is an Asian fusion. Again, stunning smells around here. But I'm loving this kind of European vibe, this European feel in the area. This is your typical.
You're doing the whole town, are you?
I'm trying a little bit anyway, my love, yes. Everyone is so friendly in Ireland. I mean, that's the very reason you need to come alone. I mean, I love London too, so are people there, but here, everybody wants to get involved. Everyone wants to know what's happening. And so it's fantastic to be able to do it in my hometown. But thankfully, nobody seems to know me anymore, which is kind of good at the moment anyway. But again, there's a lot of non-locals here. You made your YouTube debut now. So there's a chap. There's a little cottage, an updated cottage. Now, there used to be some beautiful little murals down here on the wall. Sorry, I have been corrected. Murals on the wall, not muriels, in one of the comments section. And I really desperately am trying not to say you guys anymore. So please forgive me. I have been chastised, I assure you. Look up here. It's a rather bizarre image. I've never seen that one. It's like of a lady getting up out of bed. There's a couple of really cool images here, just on the doors. I want to show you. And we're back at the Laurels, and Katrina and Con and Anne, of course, their business. They've been running the Laurels here, one of our own favourites, for years and years and years. But look at these, aren't they lovely, painted on the cottage doors. So behind here now, they've extended the Laurels, partly to this amazing outdoor area. So I really need to get in there, and I hopefully will be able to take some video. But this is my favourite. I love these painted on the walls. And look at this curious cow. Isn't that fabulous? Looking out the window at us, you guys. So that is the little local Killarney town. We'll chance coming back out here on the Market Cross area. Now this is gorgeous as well. Coming up Noelle's, a little cafe and restaurant. She does the best tuna sandwiches and organic food and quiches and rolls, and just really, really good. And an retro cafe. So Noelle's is another visit, and she's the place decorated so beautifully. And we'll come here out onto the top of the town, and right below you there is New Street. Now New Street's a little quieter, but nonetheless no less important. And if you walk straight down that street ahead of you, New Street, you come down to the St. Mary's Cathedral, which incidentally was built by Augustus Pugin. And you may be familiar with him in my London tours. He also was responsible for the rebuilding of the Palace of Westminster after the destructive fire of 1834. A world-renowned architect who's famous for his Gothic churches as well. Look how pretty that looks. New Street's amazing. You have amazing businesses down there as well. The Cara restaurant, the Denny Manor is down there. Denjo's, Eddie Rockets. And you can head all the way down New Street towards the National Park. So the National Park surrounds this beautiful town. Now just get a panoramic, just give you a view here along the way. And we'll head back in that direction. And I just want to take you back around where we started. So we're going to do a loop. And we'll take you past Reedy's again. Very popular, as you can see, inside and outside. There's Reedy's. Now, Joan O'Leary used to own this amazing antique store. It's also been here for years. This is our local pharmacy, Donny Sheehan's. Donny and Liam run the pharmacy. This is amazing for me. I love being home. It's so good. But she used to have the most beautiful, quaint little antique store there. Joan O'Leary, I remember her from years ago. So we'll just head down this direction towards the plaza. And around the corner you'll see another stunning church. It's the local Church of England church in Killarney. Oh my God, we're bound to meet somebody who's quite rowdy, so we'll just keep going. No, we're okay. Got away with it. I just want to show you the beautiful flowers down here as well. Now look at this. So you enjoying this? Moss is there. And all along here. And this is the one I was telling you about. The business there is Darrow's Tours. Coach and boat tours, lake tours, tours on the Ring of Kerry, the Dingle Peninsula. For all your visitors' needs when you're in town. They've won so many awards. Speak to Catherine or Dennis. They can plan your trip for you if you visit Killarney. And here is one of the old nightclubs, the Grand. I think it's actually closed down now, you guys. Looks like it is. It's closed at the moment anyway. And they used to have great trad sessions in there and Irish folk music in the front and a nightclub in the back. And here's St. Mary's, Protestant Church in Killarney. So the plaza is coming up here, another very centrally located hotel in town. This is the town hall, Killarney Town Hall, and here is the plaza. And the Café de Park there is an amazing bar and restaurant that you can eat and visit inside too. That's going to take you around the corner. Are you okay? Sorry. We're going to, some people are camera shy, so I don't want to force them into it. But we just turned the corner here, and that takes us back to where we started. So behind those walls is the Killarney National Park as well. So as mentioned, there's 32,000 acres of national park, 3 lakes, and the majestic backdrop of the McGillicuddy Reefs, making it one of the most beautiful places to visit in Ireland. Here they are thanking our local firemen who had a tireless, committed job to saving our national park. There was a very tragic fire recently, and these boys are genuinely heroes of the town. So thank you guys, you all know who you are. And I'll just zoom in so you can all get a good look at our heroes. Just worked night and day to save our oak woods, particularly one of the oldest oak woods in the world, and a preserved heritage site. And thankfully they weren't damaged, but there was a lot of burn in the park. But Killarney people are great when they come together. We're all one people eventually in a crisis. Now we'll walk up past the International and the Handy Stores, owned by the Brosnans. Tim Brosnan has been running the Handy Stores for years, another one of those staple Killarney family-run businesses. Fabulous antiques again, but if you need a quick bar of chocolate as well, or to do the lottery, but mostly tourist antiques in there. So he has some wonderful souvenirs of your trip to Killarney. Here's the International. And I never went up the back lane of Courtney's, but you'll see, I'm sure you'll see how busy it is. And here's the Ross Bar, and there's more up the top. Now Courtney's is amazing as well. So maybe I might just go up there. Why not? Let's go up. Now I keep saying I'm going to meet someone I know, but I've been very fortunate. But Courtney's is where I drink. This would be my local when I come back to Killarney to meet up with all my old Killarney friends. They'll all be there. Well, they're not old, but you know what I mean. The people I grew up with. This is our local pub. Now this is the Ross. They do. It's an amazing cocktail bar, and again amazing food as well, and outdoor dining. So you get some wicked nachos and cocktails in there. And this is the back of Courtney's. So it's going to be pretty lively around here. And this is the back of Courtney's. And the back. I'll be back. There's my friend Craig, there's my friend Karen. A few more there as well. I'll be back. Say hi. I'll call back. So yeah, this is my territory now. So I'm gonna. Hi guys, how are you? The boys having a good time as well. And I'm gonna take you right back out here to the main street. So that's it, you guys. They are getting a little bit. Excuse me. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. They are getting a little rowdy, and it's getting a bit fun, shall we say, and wild. So it's time for me to join a couple of people I saw there. So the final part of my Killarney Highlight Tour had to bring you into an Irish traditional pub. Now we're going to head into Teddy's, an incredible family-run pub, but the special part is my friends Sam and Ina, who I've known for more years than I care to mention, are having a small little Irish traditional gig in here. So let's have a look at a traditional Irish pub And let's see Salmonina in action. You're going to love this, you guys. Traditional folk Irish music played by two of the best musicians in Killarney in one of the best pubs in Killarney. Join me on a night out in Killarney. So I mean, it doesn't get much more traditional than that, does it, you guys? Look at the incredible. So this is Teddy's up the lane of Killarney. Now I will, as I say, I've already shown you a bit around Killarney today. This is the outside. You have your beautiful little yellow door. Let's have a look inside. Let me take you upstairs. Upstairs is open at the moment. Now I'm going to be a bit conscious of people around. I don't want to be too intrusive with them. So we're going to head down the back. Let's have a look. Isn't it beautiful in here, you guys? To show you some of the old traditional wares inside here. The players, please. And we're going to have a little look upstairs. I mean, the pints of Guinness here are absolutely amazing, you guys. As many times as you get a Guinness anywhere in the world, there's no point drinking it until you come to Ireland. Let's have a quick look upstairs. So it's almost like a little country kitchen. You've got your piano, well lit, dimly lit up here. Look how pretty, you guys. Behind the red curtains, you have your little snug area. What do you reckon, folks? Isn't it pretty? Look at all these little plates on top. Now this is Teddy's. This is in High Street in Killarney. It's a family-run business. Has been for over 50 years, but couldn't you literally be in your grandmother's kitchen? There's the field. That famous Irish movie. Starring Richard Harris, John Hurt, and Sean Bean. Let's see some of the older pictures in here. A little grandfather clock. How pretty is this? Look. It's so cozy up here. I mean, I absolutely love it. Look how pretty. Now we're going to head down. So Salmonina will be setting up shortly. They're going to be gigging very soon. But I just wanted to show you around this gorgeous little traditional Irish pub, even down to the bathrooms, the old school bathrooms here. They're fabulous. Now, we used to come here for years and years. It's a great place to come for a pint of Guinness during the day. Now, obviously, when I come to Ireland, I drink a bit of Guinness. How could you not? So that's upstairs, you guys. Now you will get a few funny looks because people, here's the Kerry team. When they did 4 in a row, we're very proud of our Irish football here. Ladies and gents, the Kerry team are still the most successful football team in Ireland. Now let's have a quick look downstairs. They've been more than gracious with letting me film in here as well. You don't get those problems that you would get in London with permissions about filming. Please do not queue. More toilets upstairs. Look how pretty. The Old Harp Lager sign. I'll just let this chap, oh, this chap doesn't want to be on camera. I'm going to move on. Let's have a quick look around. Now, it's going to get much busier with a bit of music later on. I don't want to, it's a bit intrusive. There's some Mitchell's Old Irish Whiskey. Look at this, the old ham. That's what they use for weighing ham, and in the older stores as well. They did a really good job in here. Smithwick's craft beer. There's Sinead in behind the counter. Hi Sinead. Another Sinead. It is a common name, ladies and gents. It's not uncommon in Ireland. People can actually spell it here, which is amazing. And down here, it's a little darker. Ooh, cocktails are being made here in the background. And we will be starting a little session here very shortly. Here's my bag and my little corner here, and Salmonina will be setting up. So what I'll do is, here the girls, say hi, my lovely friends from Dublin. Here are the girls from Killarney. Hi ladies. Tour guides from Killarney as well. Hi ladies. Willing to show you around when you come to town. And that's it. We'll just wait for Salmonina and we'll be right back with you.
En de boer die vol zijn ook. thanks for the bike now. All right, that's not bad.
Best gift. A girl could feel special under such light. Says James to Red Money, my hat's off to you. That's a Vincent Black Lightning 1952. I've seen you on the corners and cafes, it seems. Red hair and black leather, my favourite colour schemes. And he pulled her on behind and down to the box hill they did ride. Says James to Red Money, there's a ring for your right hand. For I'm telling you in earnest, I'm a dangerous man. For I fought with the law since I was 17, and I've robbed a many a man for this Vincent machine. And now I'm 21 years, maybe not late 22, and I don't mind dying for the love of you. But if fate should break my stride, then I'll give you my Vincent tonight. Come down, Red Molly, said Sergeant McCree. For they've sent young Jamesy down for our robbery. Shotgun blast to his chest, left nothing inside. Come down, Red Molly, to his dying bedside. When she got to the hospital, there wasn't much left. He was running out of road, he was running out of breath. But he smiled to see her cry. He said, I'll give you my Vincent tonight. Says James, in my opinion, there's nothing in this world like a Vincent Black Lightning and a red-headed girl. From Nortons and Indians and Harleys won't do. They don't have a soul like a Vincent 52. And he reached for a hand and he gave her the keys, saying, I've got no further use for these. The angels and the Ariels and leathers and chrome came sweeping out of heaven to carry him home. And he gave her one last kiss and died. And he gave her his Vincent tonight. It's Black Lightning. Come to die, please do it during tea. Here's your gold watch and shackle for your chain. Here's a piece of paper to say you have to sing. And if you've a son who wants a good career, just get him to sign on the dotted line and one for 50 years.
There's a man here. Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is Sam and I now, you guys. We're sitting down. There's my pint of Guinness here in front of me, and my pint of Heineken. Delighted you can join me. This is a night out in Killarney.
So I'm going to continue with a Glen Hansard song this time. And for anyone that doesn't know, Glen Hansard is the lead singer of the Frames.
You're right there.
And this song's called Winning Streak.
I'd love to have won that game.
So would I. I think the whole country would at this stage.
It's not the going on the game that counts, it's the winning that counts.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
We could all do with a bit of a winning streak, couldn't we?
That's for sure.
Through summer's long and the winter's cold, may you always have someone good to hold. And may good fortune be a constant loyal friend. May your winning streak, may it never end. So roll the dice, boy, 'cause my mind is on you. winter's cold. May you always have fun on the road. And may good fortune be a cotton along your face. May your winning streak may it never rain. May your winning streak may it never rain. May your winning streak may it never rain.